When all three of my media texts are combined, I am happy with the work I have created and the way they all reflect and enhance each other. The reason behind the creation of all three products is because it is important for me to understand the different processes film companies go through to create something that audiences will enjoy and be interested in. The two ancillary texts are what make the viewer initially interested. The film is just the final product that comes from them. I needed to make sure that all three of my media products were aimed at the same audience so that my target audience was being targeted specifically. An obvious way to do this was to feature the film's title on each of the tags. On the poster and film, I used the same font for the title, which shows the link between them. This is important because it allows audiences to recognise features that are specific to my film, and so they are then able to more easily show the link between each of the tags. The review, however, has a slightly different sans serif font to fit in with the style of Empire magazine rather than with my other tags. The film incorporates elements of both the plasticine and real life, so the fact that one of each of these is found on each of the ancillary texts should be enough to link all three of the products, or at least the two ancillary texts, to the film. One thing that may seem confusing is that, on my film review, the main image is of the live-action characters, whilst the image on the film poster is of the plasticine versions. Although it mentions in the article details of the contrast between stop-motion and live-action, an audience's initial reaction to the images may be one of confusion. If I were to do this again, I would make sure the similarities are clearer, although I think that the way I've included the information within the article is suitable enough for the purpose of the task. Perhaps I could have, for example, used an image that incorporates both the live-action and plasticine characters at the same time, perhaps using an overlay effect. Although both the review and poster were created to appeal to the same audience, each one targets the audience in a different way. For example, the review works to inform its reader on the inner workings of the film and provides the critic's opinion on it, whereas the poster is a more visual representation. The poster targets audiences by making them think about how the main image links to the title, tagline, review, awards, and cast that are presented, and begin to generate enigma codes, which will subconsciously get them involved in the film. Where the review tells viewers how to feel about the film, the poster lets the audience form their own opinion. Keeping in mind the low budget of my film, marketing would be kept fairly niche and likely be limited to the internet. For instance, social media would be an effective way to market my film, because it's a free service that a large proportion of people have access to, and where my film poster and review can easily be shared between audiences. Stereotypically, my target audience, males and females aged 15 to 18, are part of this community, so this would ensure that my product can easily be reached by them. Ideally, my film review would appear in Empire magazine, as I designed it to fit into. This would be a good platform for which people can see details of my film, and have someone else's opinion to rely on before they make their own judgment. My poster may feature on internet advertisements to sites such as YouTube, where my target audience are likely to see the text.